Alright, so we're back in the garage again. I said I'm going to do more of these videos, and I messed up last week. I was out here, started recording, and I was doing a good few hours of work, just getting all this back end sorted, and weren't until I finished I actually forget I didn't press record. So there we go. But we've done the rear. We've got, that is the Motone Pico indicators and the Motone adapters, all sort of wide in there. It's a nightmare because you have to take all the rear mudguard off and everything, and I've never worked on this, so it was like what goes where, what comes undone, what doesn't come undone. But there, loads better when you consider what the stock ones look like, which are somewhere. Yeah, so that's the originals, and that's the difference. So they came out, you know, like windbreaks. They're still mega bright. Flash rate hasn't changed, but I'm going to be doing the fronts. I'll show you that side because otherwise you'll say, oh, the other side don't work. So the flash rate hasn't changed yet. I'm expecting it to when I do the front. There's loads of little quirks with these Triumphs, and one of them being that they don't have a flasher relay. It's all controlled in the menu on the Speedo. Very strange. So I'm still getting used to the little quirks and weird bits, like the chain being on the wrong side of the bike. So I suppose it makes it easier when you're doing some chain maintenance, because it's on the side you work on. So why hasn't anyone else done that? And the other one that's weird, or I find weird, is the ignition key. Every bike I've had, the ignition is always sort of like, let's say 10 o'clock, something like that, when the ignition's off, and you turn it on, and it's at midnight. But on this, it's straight up, and then it's round that way. It's like the whole thing's just running the other way. So it's just more weird little bits. But yeah, it's coming along. I need to get these polished up a bit better. I don't like doing the Harpic trick, because it's although loads of people swear by it, it's bad for your metal. It strips all the crap out, all the decent stuff out of your stainless. So I need to give it a wash as well, because it's pretty dirty. But what I'm going to do is crack on and get this front of this done. I'm going to try and leave the screen on, because I can't be bothered. So you'll do that bolt there, same the other side. The whole headlight comes out, while the rim comes off. Unplug the headlight and you're clear. And there's a plastic housing in there, making sure I can get to everything. We've got some little cable tie doobers. I don't know if you can see that. It's just like a little rubber cable ties, like what we've got up here. Got some of them. So what's that? 10mm nut on the back of the indicator. Yeah. Right, let's pop you on here. Make sure you can see. I'll try not to get my big head in the way. Let's have a look. No, they're just Allen keys. That side and that side. I don't know how much time I've actually got spare because I've got to pick the wife up from work because I've been napping on the sofa because I'm super lazy. So I'm just gonna, if I can at least get this rim off today. Don't drop the screws everywhere, Scott. And then we're around here. And put my big head in the way, and so it is clean. I've had a shower today. Notice Triumph use a lot of torque screws and torque bolts, and everything's like a torque screw. It's like, oh, this is a bit annoying because I haven't got that many. Like that, see? Just tilt it up. Apparently, you can twist this and it comes undone. But there you go. So that's that. Reach into the depths. Pull the plug out. Put the headlight bulb. And you got another connector. Yeah. And there you go. There's the headlight out. Put it somewhere safe. Don't break it. That's the first bike I've had for quite a while that hasn't got an LED light. So now we're in here, we've got torque screw there, torque screw there. Told you I was just full of torque screws. I did find the other day when I was doing the back, I bought some Motone wiring harness adapters. Maybe I bought the wrong one because it don't fit, it don't adapt nothing. So it's the old-fashioned cut and solder job, which was a bit awkward because I haven't got a decent soldering iron. So I went on Amazon and bought another non-decent soldering iron, but at least it's new and it turns on instead of having to hold it in one position all the time because mine was absolutely useless. Let's have a look what's behind here. Apparently all the headlight connectors, but the indicator connectors are all hidden away in here. When it comes to the soldering, I won't bore you with filming that because everyone knows how to solder. If you don't, look it up on YouTube. And now that comes out of here like that. Cool, blimey. Okay, that's a lot of cabling. Let's see if I can trace where everything is coming from. I can't raise you up any more than that, sorry. Let's try and have a look. So that's that wire. Let's undo this. Let's start with the left side one first. Don't lose that. So it's just those reusable rubber things. Oh, that's handy. That's the left indicator on there. So the right one. Let's take the other cable thing off. It's fiddly getting in here. Fucking hell. Excuse my language. Another thing is I've got to put this back together again after. Just no space, right? There you go, there's the other one. So that's that indicator. That one there comes in. Oh, and that's at the top as well. So that's the left, that's the right. So let's have a look. I've got some spanners around. Let's at least get one indicator off. So we can have a look. I think it's 10mm. Nope, it's 12. But I ain't got any more out. No, it's not 12. It's not 11, surely. Weird size. No, it is bloody. It is 10mm. Yeah. You got a nut at the back. I'm trying to get in there to show you. It's really hard. You got a nut at the back, and then on the outside, you got this Allen key. I'll show you once it's off. Let me get this done. That's not very tight. So that's when the old one goes to the other side. Let's reach up here. An indicator, so you got green and black, white and black. There you go, that's the indicator off. What we have here, apart from a failure to communicate, as Axel said, that's the, let me show you this because I can get some of the Motone parts out now and show you what I'm doing. So this is in case you wanted to order, ADT002 Motone part number. What we have is, this is the 8mm version. There's two versions. Okay. See, that's why you don't throw the nuts away, because I thought there was a new one in the kit, but there isn't. So put that there. And get two screws, so obviously one each side, and you get this little thing. Alright, goes in there like that, bolts through like so. Can you see that? Is that too? Yeah, that's the new indicator bracket. If you look down in that hole, it's pretty hard to see. There is a grub screw in there. That top hole, I don't know if you can see because it's so tiny. Let's get an Allen key, second off the grub screw. I'll just show you this. So this is the Motone Pico. Writing's in Japanese because as usual I buy everything from Webike Japan. It's such cool little things, eh? found on the rear, when I'm doing the soldering, it's easier to put it in the bracket and then under the rear, put it in the bracket once you cut the wires, and then solder it once it's all together. You take a little rubber boot off. Yes, Scott, take the rubber boot off, you have to. Yeah. Bit awkward getting it off. Because the rubber boot is going to go on the inside just to give everything a bit of protection. So this nut and washer arrangement that they've done is also pretty cool, because there's a little slot in it, and normally you have to try and feed all the wiring through this little nut, but on these it's got a slot. Just slot the wires out, and that's it. I think they'd say so. I know I said I'll do it once I soldered it, but maybe just a bit of demonstration. So there we go, that goes like that. Yeah, we know it's going to be on the back. There is a flat on the thread of the indicator, so tighten that up, and then if you rotate the indicator left and right, it'll help find the center line, which is like so. Don't have to be super tight, but then what's next? See, I think that's one a bit redundant, but we put this rubber, and we can't even put the rubber boot back on. I mean, everything's covered in there, isn't it? Because the rubber boot locates on the back of the nut. Obviously, we're not using the nut. And normally it's to hide all the ugliness of where it comes out, but it looks quite neat. So that's like that. Obviously, I'll feed it through just to show you, but then I'm going to switch off and do some soldering. Now that my boys brought my heat gun back as well, because I was trying to do it with a lighter the other day. So there we go, that's how it looked. Loads better. It's a lot better. Yeah, he's doing DIY, and he borrowed my heat gun, and I went to get it out of my cupboard. It was like, oh crap, I haven't got it. But, yeah, this tripod's not brilliant because it'll only lift up a certain amount, so I can't exactly show you how I'm soldering, because the tripod's going to be like down here. I think it goes high, I don't know. The legs go a little bit spindly. What other things have we got on it? So I'll do that. Nope. Yeah, right, you don't need to see soldering anyway. It's a bit of a mess, so I'll just dig out where these wiring adapters. So this is the one from Motone. It is the same. See the plugs. It just doesn't seem. Maybe the rear is different. Let's go back to the bike a minute, because it looks like I might not have to do any soldering at all. I found the rear, doesn't work, but this, what's that red? Well, it does work. I found the rear, it didn't work at all. It's horrible and greasy, this wiring. So that solves a lot of hassle, doesn't it? So yes, Scott, that's my bag. So now if I feed this through, like so. There's quite a bit of slack on this, but reach behind. I'm going to do it all up in a minute. I just want to pull this wiring through. Like that. Plug that into that, so red goes to red, black goes to black, which is kind of self-explanatory. I don't know why the rear was different. That's strange. Let me just have a look at that actually, because I've got the wire in here. So I'm expecting this to flash pretty fast now. Oh. That's weird. Okay. So it looks like this is going to be a pretty simple one to do then. So get your new stainless bolts out. Remember, one's to the other side. I bet I need a different size Allen key now, don't I? Also, them indicators are very bright. Don't stare at them because you've got this annoying, annoying flashing lights going on in your peripheral vision now. So that just locates, there's like a little tab on the back like I showed you. So fit your bolt in. Now these are locking nuts as well, because being a twin it gets a bit vibraty. See already it gets up to a certain amount and it's too tight to do by finger. Yeah. Throw your tools everywhere, Scott. I prefer the other spanner actually. It's got a little bit more of a deeper reach to it. Said the maid to the bishop. Get it sort of aligned because you've got the shape there, so just align it so it's flat with the bottom. Tighten it up. It's there somewhere. There it is. Good thing about the Motone ones is they're made of metal, so everything's, you're able to get everything nice and tight. Because on the plastic ones, normally you start tightening them up and then the plastic splits and you ruin a pair of indicators or indicator adapters. Okay, so that's that side done. So we've got, I mean we've got a bit of extra slack on that, but you can pull that through. Remember your little cable tie thingies. See if I can reach up under here, reconnect that, making sure I include all the associated wiring. That's That's not on, is it? No, it's definitely not on. These things are so fiddly. That's for sure, and you haven't got much room to move. That's it, that's on. I've left plenty of slack in that. We've got slack there, so, and there you go. So the other one is exactly the same. I don't need to show you the same thing twice, so I shall plonk you over here. For the moment, here comes the hand. So, there we go. So the ignition on. Your left, no, sorry, right, left, and you've got your hazard. So flash rate doesn't need changing at all, which is cool. So let's put this stuff back together. So the wires back up there. A little bit more cabling in here now, so it's a little bit tighter. Make sure nothing gets trapped when you do it up. So one side. That's the other side. So that's cool like that. Put your torque screws back in. On that side. On that side. I'm going to overdo it because it is only plastic. And that's that. Headlight. Reconnect that one. A little bit more slack on the cables would have been nice, Triumph. That's in. That's in. Got a little locator lip on the top. Goes in that slot. This is fun, this. It's a bit tight. That was a bit tight, it's just gone right perfectly in. Okay. Maybe things do go easy sometimes. Find me out right size Allen key, which is that one. Yeah, it's definitely all connected. Just wind it in by finger for the moment, just to keep the. Where's the other bolt? Oh, man. I'm terrible for working like this. There's another bolt. And leave it on the seat. Where have I put it, Scott? There it is. Yeah, just wind these by finger, just to hold it in position, just to keep the thread. And then we shall do it up with the aluminum key. Aluminum key. No, that's not that. Don't throw your tools everywhere because you'll end up chipping your paint on the wheels. These have got a bit of a step on them, so it's getting that step to locate in the diameter properly. So you've got my big head in the way again then. Don't force it. This is why you need an extra camera person. That's it. That's located in there now. I'll put the little rubber cable ties back in as well, so they're all done. So there you go. That is the Motone Pico wiring for the front on a 2020 Speed Twin. I'm going to go and have a nap now because this is done way quicker than I thought it was. And tomorrow I should do some more stuff.